Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. This will be a Celtic cross for July 2025. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you're doing well. Let's get into it. Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors of love and light, we thank you for your help today with Sagittarius' reading for whatever they need to know for the highest good. Thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome to Empowered World Tarot. This is a new channel. My name's Holly Christine. And here we go. You are showing up. Temperance. Crossed by the Queen of Cups. In your focus, the Wheel. In the recent past, the Knight of Coins. In your strength, the Sun. In the immediate future, the Nine of Swords. Supporting this reading, the Two of Wands. The outside influence, the Faith card, also known as the Hierophant. In your hopes and fears, the High Priestess. And the potential outcome, the Eight of Cups. The overall energy for your reading, the Ten of Swords. Oof. So there's a painful ending, and you are feeling it over here. Something has ended. Showing up with temperance. This has possibly been going on for a long time. Calling in the angel of healing and balance and harmony. This is how you're showing up, but you're crossed by the Queen of Cups. Perhaps you see this person as your perfect match, or your heart is open to theirs, if that is you. The Wheel in your focus is showing us that you want to change fate in a major way. You want to turn things around. The recent past, the Knight of Coins. That's slow and steady kind of energy right there. In your strength, the Sun. That's the happiest card in the tarot. Success, bliss on steroids. In the immediate future, there's a lot of anxiety and stress. There's fears coming up, thoughts that are just racing, that are uncomfortable. The energy supporting this reading, the Two of Wands, asks you to make a decision and to pick a path. Think about your future long term and which path you want to take to get there. The outside influence is alignment. The Hierophant card, what we're in alignment with, or what the outside influence says, we'll find out. Followed by the perfect match to the Hierophant. These two cards, they would be husband and wife. But this is in the position of hopes and fears. And there's a sense of knowing what's coming. What's coming. If we are really listening to our intuition, we know. We already know. And the potential outcome here is somebody walking away. And it's very painful to do so, but somebody's being called someplace else, and what was is no longer enough. So let's go ahead and clarify the Ten of Swords. Show us what we need to know, Spirit. What is this ending? Three of Cups. Nine of Cups. Two of Pentacles. This might actually be an affair. Somebody might have ended this in a selfish act. It looks like an affair is here. Somebody who went back and forth, and it caused a painful ending. That's what it looks like. At the bottom, the Magician. This was manifested. Somebody did it, Yeah. Let's look at Temperance over here, the Harmony. The alchemy of balance and healing, gaining perspective, assessing the situation, of an attraction. Two people getting on the same page, gaining understanding, perhaps, balance and healing, gaining perspective, having patience. That's how you're showing up. Patience. I'm taking my time. I'm going to look at things from all angles and assess the situation about my attraction or my attraction's attraction. About this Queen of Wands, this thing, this person that we're very attracted to, perhaps. Let's look at the Queen of Cups, because that may be that person. Show us the Queen of Cups. With her heart wide open, very attractive energy. Yeah, look at that. The Lover's card. The Knight of Cups, yep. And the Hermit. This Queen of Cups may be your heart. It could be you or your person. I'm really not sure, but we want to express our heart. This is the connection on our heart. We want to tell them we love them. But the Hermit says that I don't know, did they ghost you? Did they go away? The Hermit is about isolation. And next to these cards, it's about deep healing too. It's about introspective work. But when I see them next to this Lovers, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups kind of card, it feels like, in fact, let's look at the bottom. It feels like, it feels like not good energy, not the highest polarity of the Hermit, more like the lower polarity of the Hermit. And the Hermit in his lowest polarity would be somebody who ghosted. Something like that, or isolated, or they're isolating, something like that. Either way, it's a very jolting energy, that's showing up here. And a jolting Hermit would be a ghost. You're like, where'd they go? Where'd they go? Come back. Kind of like that. I'm not sure yet, but that's what it's feeling like thus far. Let's look at the wheel in your focus. I want to change things, is what this says. I'm focusing on turning things around. What's going on with the wheel? Or how things change. There's the High Priestess showing up again. For a new beginning with the Queen of Cups. Look at that. This is your person. Yep, you want to change things, and intuitively, well, both parties are intuitive here, showing up as the High Priestess, which I think is how you're showing up. And you see this Queen of Cups as your perfect match. You want to, male or female in the card does not matter, by the way. And look what's at the bottom. We're here because the wheel, the wheel, the wheel. Spirit just said that's exactly right. You want a new start with this person, a fresh start. Bring them back around. If they would only come back. How do I do it? I know we're perfect together. My intuition tells me so. Let's look at the recent past, the Knight of Coins. Thought something flipped. It felt like it. Oh, there it is. All right, soul connection from the past with the Eight of Pentacles and the Justice card. Wow, that's crazy that came out like that. These cards have been shuffled after the last reading. When I close out the reading and the camera goes off, I shuffle and I clear the decks, and I shuffle a long time, a lot more than I do on camera when I get ready for the next reading, this one, and you saw me shuffle. These three cards came out right next to each other in Leo's reading. I believe it was over here as their clarifiers over here. So you might want to check that out if it relates somehow. But yeah, this is about A soul connection that takes a lot of work, repetitive work to bring in balance, and things just happening really, really slow or feeling like they're at a standstill in the recent past. It just sort of stopped working on the balance of this thing. Justice could be a marriage, but it doesn't have to be. I don't feel like it's a marriage necessarily over here, but it could be. It doesn't really matter because it's all about we're doing repetitive work to make things right. And who's doing that? You're doing that. They're not doing it. It doesn't feel like they're doing it, but you're doing it because they are your person and you guys have history together and you feel like you're the perfect match and you want to heal it. You're very attracted to them. At the bottom, we have the Ten of Wands, but this is a burden. It's happening at such a snail's pace. It's like, feels like it's not going anywhere recently. And it's like it's too hard. It's too hard to try and fix this. It's too hard to bring the balance into this. Ugh, very, very hard. Let's look at your strength, the sun. And we have the Queen of Swords. Ugh, the Tower. The Nine of Wands. The Ace of Swords. I think this is saying that for you to be happy in the face of this jolting, shocking situation, you're going to have to guard your energy. You're hurt, you're wounded, and they're telling you not to be too trusting here. Guard your energy to gain, clarity over the situation. Sometimes you have to tear things down and totally deconstruct everything to figure things out, to really get clear. The Tower says, there's some sort of epiphany that needs to be had here for the injured to wake up to their own joy and happiness that, I don't know, you used to feel like definitely was this person, but I don't know if you should be trusting that moving forward. This is sort of an aha moment that is necessary for your own happiness and bliss. Let's look at the immediate future. We have the Nine of Swords. Because the Queen of Swords says, this is what's required. Bam! The Tower. Lightning strike to the head. What does that do? It's like, gives you clarity and focus. We saw the Ace of Swords on the bottom, and the Sun is a card of great focus and spotlight as well, but it's just tied up to your happiness, your ultimate happiness in life. Let's look at the Nine of Swords. Okay, we'll take this as closest. We have the Four of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. At the bottom, yeah. So, in the immediate future, we have fear, anxiety, stress about this soul connection of yours, this love of yours, this partnership. And right now, you're on a break. There's a timeout. Everybody's trying to do some healing and get clarity on the situation, trying to get both parties on the same page. But somebody's like walking away, and I think it's them. I think it's this Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles, the same person. It's the soul connection. It's like that's how they're showing up, is kind of heading in the other direction, albeit slowly. You're worried, can you guys get back on the same page somehow? That's where all the fears are around that Six of Pentacles. Can we have an equal give and take here? Energy supporting this reading, Two of Wands, looking out into the future about the path. Seven of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. At the bottom, abandonment. Somebody, probably you, is trying very hard to block the independence of this knight who is just, the more you hold on or try to block it, the more they want to run away. They just move faster and faster away. Like the more you try to hold on, the more you try to fix it, the more you try to go after them, kind of thing. And we're here because of abandonment. We're here because of the ending, the abandonment, them running away the other direction, the tower that needs to happen in your mind. I don't know if you were seeing things clearly or not because of all the pain. Let's look at the outside influence. This Faith card over here, which is the Hierophant, the one who is in alignment with, and we will find out, in alignment with what? Confusion, stuck energy, distortion, moving on. Six of Swords in transition. The Hierophant. Spirit just said that's exactly right. It's the Hierophant on the Hierophant. This is what your person, the outside of you, is in alignment with. They are feeling very stuck, very confused. They're not seeing things clearly at all. And they're in the middle of like leaving. They're not at their final destination yet, so, but mentally they've already left. They're in alignment with something someplace else. And it's just not clear where, maybe not even to them. At the bottom, we have the Four of Wands. What brings us here? A commitment. So it makes me want to look back over here at this ending clarifiers where I thought it was an affair. Because this could be, they're confused, they're stuck, they've already left, but they haven't made up their mind 100% about their alignment, but it has to do with a commitment. All right. Let's look at the High Priestess and the hopes and fears, what you think you know, because your intuition is telling you so. Victory, the Six of Wands, Ten of Wands, the burden, it's too hard. The Knight of Wands, the person who wants to go and play. It's a card that feels really, really good. It's a lot of fun to be around, but they can be very unreliable. It's too hard. It's too hard to get back to our fun playfulness and victory. The Ten of Wands is in the middle. It's just right in the way. The burden is in the way of the fun and blocking the victory and success here. And you just know it. The burden. Is this the burden? An affair? I don't know. At the bottom, we have the Page of Wands. This is what we're focused on. You're trying to go within and figure out in your hopes that what you're hoping for, but what you're fearing, you kind of already know that it's a burden. If it was just the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands, I'd say great, but the Ten of Wands being there, you already know that this is too much for you to carry responsibility-wise on your own, because they're not here. It's like they're not showing up, they're running away. And the more you chase them, the more they run away. Let's look at the Eight of Cups. Somebody running away, actually. Let's look at the Eight of Cups and the potential outcome. Whether it's you or whether it's them walking away, it's painful. Yeah, look at that. The Two of Wands. Contemplating the future. The world. Closing out a cycle. A major cycle. Closing it out. Once we close it out, we don't go back. Ten of Pentacles. Walking away from the family, closing out a cycle. This is the future. This is what the potential outcome of this future looks like, because it's like they're already gone. Look at that at the bottom. Again, Spirit just said it is what it is. This is like the third time that happened in this particular reading. Spirit just said that's exactly right. It is what it is. And it's painful. Let's get some advice. Some advice for Sagittarius. Wow, the fire signs are really going through it. Wow. All of them had this energy with it. What advice do you have for Sagittarius, please? What do you want them to know to close off this reading? We will pull an oracle card after this, so stick around. We're going to pull a card from the Ask Your Guides oracle. It's really good. All right. Advice for Sag. Advice for Sag. Ugh. Eight of Swords. Six of Cups. Ooh, the Palace of Cups. Okay. And at the bottom, the Five of Coins. Okay. This is some stuck energy with this soul connection from the past. That's what showed up here. A stuck soul connection. But the Palace of Cups is here. And the Palace cards are unique to the Tarot of Dreams deck. The Palace cards are where we go for expert opinion, expert advice in the house of emotions and love. I think this is telling you to seek help for your emotional state. Either that or seek couples counseling with the soul connection for your heart space. Seek out the experts, that kind of thing when it comes to that. But it's stuck here and it's abandonment here, bookending these two middle cards. And it's like this energy is stuck and it's abandoned. So it kind of feels like any hope of this soul connection getting expert help from the Palace of the Heart is not going to happen. Abandoned. Because they're stuck someplace else or stuck in some mindset that, yeah, it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. And the advice would be to abandon the hope of that. I know, how do you do that when you have this soul connection on your heart? But this is the advice that's coming up. Let's get a oracle message for you from the Ask Your Guides oracle, please, for Sagittarius going through these energies, Spirit. What do you want them to know? Gotta be patient. There it is. All right, card number 25, goals from your teacher guides. And here, page before, here is your message. Dedication, training, work, skills. You can create whatever you truly desire, but only if you're willing to do the necessary work to accomplish it. This means no shortcuts, no bypasses, and no free lunches. The only path to success is discipline and consistency. Fortunately, your teacher guides are present, helping you develop the dedication and mature work ethic to achieve such success. You are advised to get organized and be practical. Approach your goals one small step at a time. Show up every day to the work you desire, and it will come to pass. Be willing to do whatever it takes to reach your aims. If you aren't clear about what to do, seek out the help of mentors and guides who specialize in your field of interest. Study and learn with dedication and set your standards high. Your teacher guide's message to you: mastery comes from demanding nothing less than the best from yourself. Okay. I don't know how that applies, but that message is definitely meant for somebody. Thank you guys for being here. I really hope it helps. The fire signs, you guys are really going through a rough time, and it just looks so super challenging and very, very hard and very painful. And I wish you guys a lot of luck. So, with that, I look forward to reading for you guys next time. Take care.